Hi Francis, well we're just about at an end now. Body back on and everything hooked up, exhaust on, brakes bled, wheel alignment done, new steering wheel in place, bumpers and everything back on, new spare wheel carrier in place. Yeah, all looking pretty much as it did before, in fairness, until you get into the interior compartment, which is looking a lot nicer. There's your new smaller, shallower dished steering wheel. New carpets are in and they look very nice. New leather seat covers are in and they all look good, with nice GM bow tie style seat belts, and they're 3-point seat belts, so shoulder harness as well rather than just lap straps. Biggest change of all is of course the auto transmission removed and the 5-speed Tremec installed, and they're lovely. Fortunately I had a shift console from a 4-speed car. The auto and the 4-speed shift consoles are quite different, but like I say, fortunately I had that and we gave that a freshen up and put the 5-speed shift indicator on. I'll just pop the hood for you. That's where the other big change is, of course. Zowie, and there you go, that all looks very lovely. So the engine, as you know, has been out and fully rebuilt with a new crank, new cam, new Edelbrock aluminium heads, Edelbrock Performer intake manifold, your original Holly 600 carburetor, a new tack drive HEI distributor, new brake booster, new master cylinder, a new alternator, and that's a later internally regulated alternator. So the external voltage regulator there is now defunct, but I've left it there in case if you're ever on one of your travels. It all functions, it's just this is an easier thing to live with and a bit more powerful. You know, if you're ever anywhere where you're stuck for an alternator and you can only get an externally regulated one, that could always be hooked up very easily. There's that lovely DeWitt's aluminium radiator with electric cooling fan and all the proper GM hoses. I think they're terrific. I can't stand these bloody braided hoses that people put in things. You can see all the suspension all looking brand new, everything looking brand new. Your ram's horns, manifolds, they're all clean and looking lovely. New brake lines throughout, new fuel lines throughout. Just come round the front. There's the modern Sandon style AC compressor to replace the old radial compressor. All new condenser for the air conditioning. In fact, everything for the air conditioning is new, with the exception of the POA valve, which is this thing down here, which I couldn't get new, so we went with the old one again. And would you believe that's the thing that has let us down and has got a leak. And I've looked since then and found you can get a rebuild kit, and I must confess I didn't know you could get a rebuild kit for that. Had I known that, I would have ordered one at the time and just did it when we were doing everything, but there you are. We also had when we put the new intake manifold on, I had that machined out so it would take the oil-filled tubes, so you could then run with the correct aluminum Corvette valve covers. So they all look very nice. Everything has been, you know, freshened up, redone, replaced, whatever. Fan shroud all painted. I will get some on the ramp for you, and so you can see underneath, but it's all very lovely. The only things I'm waiting for now, and the things which are going to slow us down, I think we're going to lose about a week, I guess, is the rebuild kit for the POA valve, like I say. I've also got a proper clamp coming for these air conditioning hoses. We've just held them together Pro 10 with a cable tie to keep them away from the compressor clutch and pulley. But I've got a proper clamp coming to hold those to the inner fender. I've got a new horn contact coming because yours is a little bit dicey, and the kit for the POA valve, and they should all be here toward the end of next week, so hopefully it shouldn't slow us down too much, if really at all. I've got an MOT booked for Monday evening. and I'm going to take it now and just give it a bit of a road test and make sure that everything's okay, see if we need to deal with anything. And that's it. So there you are, we're very nearly at it now. I will get some for you when it is actually finally finished and done, but that's where we're at now. Oh, I suppose you'll want to hear it running, won't you? Of course you will. It sounds absolutely lovely. I need to put some oil on that door hinge as well, so let me just jump in here. And that's on choke now. And that's reasonably cold. We have had it running throughout the day. We've reset the valve clearances now. We do that with the engine running. And there you go, we're gradually coming off choke. And that's really, really nice. Lovely, nice sound, nice tick over, nice and smooth. It just needs to warm up a bit more before it'll come off choke fully. So that's very, very nice, real nice idle, nice motor. I tell you, there's nothing nicer than a hot 327. Nicest motor they ever made, I think. Really, really revvy and lovely. Performance is terrific. And with those aluminium heads, God, bloody hell. Yeah. Hey ho. So there you go. I'll do a bit after the road test, and when we've got the rest of the bits here and everything is finally done and finished, and you know I've just got to put the bits of trim back over the side exhaust. I'll do that once I know no covers have got to come off for any reason. I've got new centre caps for the wheels. Again, I'll put those on once we know the wheels haven't got to come off for any reason, and then we're all good to go. So I'll do that last bit when we are right at the very end. Take care.